flights have resumed at Heathrow Airport, with a full restoration of services expected by 22nd of March 2025. Following an unprecedented power outage caused by a substation fire in Hayes, West London. The incident, which began on Thursday evening, resulted in severe disruptions to flight operations, affecting approximately 200,000 passengers, as flights were grounded throughout 21st of March 2025. Many inbound planes were forced to divert to alternative airports across Europe. The massive fire erupted at the North Hyde power plant, causing significant damage to the electrical infrastructure. The Metropolitan Police confirmed that the fire was not believed to be suspicious. The chief executive of Heathrow Airport, Thomas Woldbye, addressed the situation, offering a formal apology to stranded passengers. He acknowledged that the disruption was among the most severe incidents the airport had ever faced, stating, "This is as big as it gets for our airport." He further explained that while Heathrow has contingency plans in place, it is not possible to guard against every eventuality with absolute certainty. The fire led to a failure in the main power supply, and a backup transformer also malfunctioned, necessitating an immediate shutdown of systems in accordance with safety protocols. The airport's technical teams worked swiftly to restructure power distribution using the remaining substations, enabling a phased restoration of services. Throughout 21st of March 2025, several airlines, including British Airways, Air Canada, and United Airlines, confirmed that they were in the process of resuming operations. British Airways announced that 8 of its long-haul flights had been cleared for departure on 21st of March 2025 evening. Additionally, the Department of Transport temporarily lifted restrictions on overnight flights to alleviate congestion and expedite the return to normal operations. As the situation unfolded, Heathrow Airport strongly advised passengers not to travel unless they had received confirmation from their respective airlines. Passengers arriving at Terminal 4 were seen with suitcases piled on trolleys, while some waited anxiously for updates. A woman was observed checking her phone, while a man sat on a wall, appearing exhausted by the ordeal. Among those affected was Andrew Sri and his family from Texas, who had arrived at Heathrow on 21st of March 2025 morning for their scheduled flight back to Dallas. Mr. Sri, accompanied by his wife and their 3 children, expressed frustration over the lack of timely updates. "I just wish they had updated us accordingly," he said. "Now we've got here and they told us that actually the airport's been shut down, so it's a little bit disappointing." Emergency services were first alerted to the incident at 23:20 GMT on Thursday. London Fire Brigade deployed 10 fire engines and approximately 70 firefighters to tackle the blaze. The fire, which involved a transformer containing 25,000 liters of cooling fluid, was finally brought under control by 0630 on the 21st of March 2025 morning. Authorities implemented a large safety cordon around the affected area, leading to the evacuation of about 150 residents. Hillingdon Council confirmed that while most evacuees were able to return home by 1700 on 21st of March 2025, they were assisting 12 individuals with hotel accommodations until it was deemed safe for them to return. Additionally, more than 65,000 homes in the surrounding area were left without power due to the fire, though the national grid restored electricity by unentities. Local residents described their experiences, with some reporting a bright flash followed by a sudden power outage. Savita Kapoor, a 51-year-old resident, recounted how she literally just ran out of the house upon hearing the first explosion. She noted that law enforcement initially instructed residents to stay indoors, but later advised evacuation. "A second explosion went off as I was driving along the road, and the whole ground shook. She added, authorities, including the energy regulator Ofgem, have launched a comprehensive review to determine the cause of the fire and identify any necessary improvements to prevent similar incidents in the future. The investigation will focus on Heathrow's electrical distribution equipment and assess the resilience of the power supply infrastructure. Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander commended Heathrow's emergency response, stating that airport authorities swiftly enacted their resilience plan and coordinated closely with emergency responders and airline operators. She emphasized that Heathrow does have backup energy supplies, including diesel generators, which functioned as expected during the crisis. However, she clarified that these systems are designed to protect critical airport operations rather than power the entire airport. Airport authorities remain committed to ensuring a full return to operations by 22nd of March 2025. Heathrow, the UK's largest aviation hub, typically handles about 1,300 landings and takeoffs daily, with a record 83.9 million passengers passing through its terminals in the previous year. As the situation stabilizes, passengers are urged to check with their airlines for real-time updates regarding flight schedules and rebooking options. Heathrow officials reiterated their apologies for the inconvenience caused and assured travelers that efforts are underway to prevent such large-scale disruptions in the future.